I completely understand why you feel the way you do. I completely understand, believe me. And the reason I understand is because a lot of people right now are going through heartache. They're going through a lot of pressure, and the pressures is getting to them. It's getting to them so much they start acting like they don't understand what's going on around them. But I want you to be able to say, hey, look, I understand what's going on around me, and this is how I can change it. This is how I can change it because I have the power to change it. If you're joining this live now and you're ready to manifest exactly what I'm talking about, having understood your plight and doing something to change your condition, I need you to hit the like button. And while you're on this live, I need you to type yes, yes, yes somewhere in the comment section below. All right? Because when you type yes, 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 it's going to help you manifest the plan that you already have within you, but you don't know you have it within you. Okay, this plan is for select individuals that are sick and tired of the conditions they're in, and they're sick and tired of it, and they want to do something about it. They want to do something about it because that's the only way they can justify being in this condition that's going to change their situation. And it has nothing to do with the short game. It has everything to do with the long game. In other words, think long term, think more strategic. And when you join this live, I want you to say, yes, I have the right plan. Yes, this plan is going to help me. Yes, I have everything I need to get this plan from an idea to fruition. What do I mean by that? It means you understand exactly what you're going to do. Nobody's going to tell you, hey, I need you to do this, I need you to do that. Of course, people are going to tell you that. But what does that mean? What does that mean to you? What does that mean to people that are saying other folks are eating pets? I mean, like this pet right here in this car, I think they call them kind of dogs Akita. Like this Akita pet. It's a dog. So you're telling me somebody's going to just up and start eating Akita because they're hungry or because they ain't got no food? Or somebody's going to eat a cat, of all things? Or they're going to go to the local pond and they're going to grab a couple of geese? Yeah? So I don't know. I understand exactly why you feel the way you do, and that's the title of this live for a reason. So when you come onto this live, I want you to say, yes, I understand why you feel exactly how you feel. And I understand why it is that you're looking for somebody else to blame for your situation. But why should that be? Why should somebody else be the person that you need to blame for your situation when in actuality, it is all about you? It's all about you. It's not all about me. It's all about you. But to make it where your concerns are heard, you only have to say, look to the person to your left and right and say, do you understand my concern? And let them tell you whether they understand your concern or not. Because at the end of the day, your concern has nothing to do with somebody saying somebody else is eating a pet, or somebody saying somebody else is being demonized, or demonizing somebody else in the hope that somebody else is going to say, yes, they're talking to me. They can say what they want to say because that's me they're talking about. But they're probably not talking about you, and you know that for a fact. So I do understand why you feel the way you do. Trust me, I understand. And I'm here to tell you that it's okay to feel the way you do. But when you start demonizing other people because of the way you feel, that's where you start having a problem. And there's a lot of people out there right now that are outspoken about these issues that's happening. And oh, by the way, the chat lines are open when you come to this live. Go ahead and hit the like button, type yes, 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 hit the smash button, and consider subscribing to the Carsharing YouTube channel for more exclusive content. And think about joining too, because when you join, you're going to get access to our exclusive merch at a discount. All the links to join is somewhere in the description below. Once you join that, you're going to be part of our exclusive family, and we're going to be sharing some topics like the one I'm talking about. I understand exactly why it is you feel the way you do, because somebody's wronged you. Somebody said bad things about you, and you did not know what to do about it, right? You didn't know what to do because you thought, well, I'm just going to, like people say, oh, I'm going to turn the other cheek and everything. But you don't always have to be the one turning the other cheek. Okay? You don't have to be the other one turning the other cheek. All right? Because what's happening, you're getting smacked on the left, getting smacked in the right. People are expecting you to be Mr. and Mrs. Good guys that don't do shit. You're Mr. and Mrs. Good guy, but you know the main reason you feel the way you do has nothing to do with you being good. It has everything to do with what's happening right now in the economy. Grocery prices are out the roof. So are gas prices. And the jobs, they're not there. Now that $25,000 that they say they're gonna give folks for first-time home buyers, I have a plan for you guys to use that if you're gonna take advantage of that opportunity. Because here's what's gonna happen. Regardless of who comes in the office, that $25,000 credit for first home is almost certainly gonna go into law. Okay, and that's a credit, and I'm hoping people are paying close attention to. That's a credit you can take full advantage of to set yourself up for a better situation. So I understand why you feel the way you do and why you think somebody else is the problem. Okay, and you think it's somebody else that came from somewhere else, and you want to demonize them people because you think they're eating cats and dogs. Is that why you feel the way you do? Or is something else deeper at question? And what is that thing that's deeper most people think they can't understand? You know what it is. There's something else that's deeper. And that thing that's deeper is very worrisome when you peel back the onion and say, look, it doesn't have to be that deep. You understand? It doesn't have to be as deep as people make it to be. And more often than not, we write the worst information about ourselves by the way we present ourselves. Make sense? We present ourselves in such a way that it leads other people to think that something is wrong with us. So I do understand exactly why you feel the way you do. I understand why in this day and age it's important to have some kind of principles. Because if you don't have any principles, you're going to continue to feel the way you do. And there's nothing anybody can do to tell you that, hey, you're probably feeling the wrong way. You probably shouldn't be thinking that way. Because the first person that tries to think for you, you're going to push them down. It's like, who are you to tell me how to think or how to feel? But I do understand that. I completely understand why you feel the way you do. Okay? And right now the chat lines are open. Go ahead and chat. Put a comment right there. And by the way, when you decide to join the channel, you're going to be getting a lot of exclusive merch at a discount. I'll make sure you get this merch. And this merch is for select individuals that are completely frustrated about their situations. Okay? So I'm going to put some merch. The links to my merch, they're down there in the description below. But I'll be putting out some exclusive new merch. Make sure you look at that merch. Okay? It'll be t-shirts like this. It'll be sweatpants. It'll be other kinds of merch that's going to allow you to express yourself, because I completely understand why you feel the way you do. And it's not your fault. It's not your fault that you feel the way you do. I completely understand. So the question is, what are you going to do to uplift yourself from the situation that you find yourself in? That's not your fault that you're in the situation you're in. So I understand exactly why you feel the way you do. But what I would like you to do now, and invite you to this live to make some comments, is go ahead and tell us why you feel the way you do in the comment section below. Why do you feel the way you do? Why do you think that it's somebody else's fault for your condition? Go ahead and chat below. Why do you feel the way you do? And whose fault is it that you are in the situation you're in? Besides me understanding, because I'm an understanding kind of guy. But who else should take the blame for you feeling the way you do? And what are you going to do to make sure you get out of the situation that you find yourself in? But remember, it's not where you are, it's how you can get out of a situation. And many people continue to confide in me and tell me that, look, the situations are getting really bad and nobody understands. But I do understand. And I want you to tell me right now, what would it take for you to change your mindset? What would it take for you to go from, hey, look, I'm sick and tired of being in this rut and I want to get out of this rut. I'm sick and tired of being a victim. I'm sick and tired of saying I'm the reason why things are not going good, or that person over here is the reason, this person over here is the reason. But at some point, you have to take the blame for what's going on around you. And that's the first step. Take the blame and take the responsibility for what's going on around you, because nobody's going to tell you that. Because once you do that, you're going to find the solutions. They'll be right in front of you. Okay? So right now, I need you to type in the chat somewhere, manifest. Manifest. Type manifest in the chat right now. Manifest. Because what's going to happen once you recognize that you are the problem and you begin to say, I'm going to manifest the solutions, you know what's going to happen? The solutions are going to show up. They're going to show up. And when they show up, that's your opportunity to say, look, I knew this was going to happen, but I didn't know it was going to happen this quick. I didn't know the solutions to my problems were just going to show up out of the blue. And once they show up, that's when you need to start implementing those solutions, because the solutions that show up are looking for somebody to implement them. And that's why sometimes I forgot. There are some books that I've written. Yeah, there's some books. Look in the description below and check out those books. Most of them are on Amazon. So click the links there, get those books. The one I would really like to especially talk about is the ensuing recession. The ensuing recession. Most of us think we're in a recession right now. And that's why you have the Fed, who, by the way, is not a link to the government. Don't let somebody tell you that the Fed is a government entity, because it's not. It's a whole bunch of folks that are tied to the Federal Reserve System that make recommendations that the banks then take and implement monetary policy. But in any case, the Fed is supposed to keep your eyes on the road. Yeah, I am trying to appreciate the safety message, but every so often I look so you can see I'm gonna engage the audience, so you don't think this is a fake live, because it's a real live, right? All right, so let me continue. What was I talking about before the safety? You were done to keep my eyes on the road. Yes. So it's pretty, should I say, not a lot of people on the road this time of day here in Florida. But to my left is the I-75. So a lot of people running the I-75. Appreciate you. But yeah, to my point, why do people think the way they think? And what is the sole reason why we're in the situation we're in as a collective? Is over-reliance on the government a problem? Is the problem the government, or is the problem the community? Is that what the issue is? These are the questions that we need to ask ourselves. Okay? By saying somebody eats pets, is that going to make me feel better, or is that going to make somebody else feel better? But I understand exactly why you feel the way you do. I do. There's nothing wrong with feeling the way you do. But when it starts to become a problem is when we engage in name calling, we engage in talking people down, we engage in saying that person is the reason why I'm feeling bad, so therefore it's that person's fault. Okay? It's that person's fault. It's got nothing to do with me. I don't want to take responsibility. Everybody can go, you know what, to themselves. But I'm the one that's going to have all the solutions. I'm going to have all the answers. And I'm going to do the blame game because that's what I'm used to doing. Okay? So, this world completely looks different. When in a recession, I haven't been there in a while. I was like, where am I going? I need to be over there. No, I'm not. But yeah, so that's what's going on right now where we are. Nobody knows what right looks like. Everybody's blaming everybody. They're saying folks are eating cats and dogs, hoping that somebody else is going to get mad. And they're going to say, those folks are the reasons why our situations are the way they are. Right? They're going to say that's the reason. I ain't got nothing to do with not feeling good about myself. So I got a whole bunch of folks that I'm going to blame because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to blame them. It may not be right, but they're going to get blamed because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to blame them. And it's just something to make me feel good. Forgot what movie that was, but I want somebody to tell me if they can remember where the guy say, do something make me feel good. I want you to do something to make me feel good. And then it's the same movie where the guy said, you better go tell Dollar Bill, you better have my money. You better go tell Dollar Bill, he better have my money. And then he told the dude, do something make me feel good. But in a way, that's what's going on. Folks are like, they want somebody to do something make them feel good, so they're going to say crap about other people so long as they're feeling good about it. Make sense? That's what I think is going on. Is it good? Maybe it's good for them. So I completely understand why you feel the way you do. It's both our promises that what humanity means, we need unity. You're absolutely right. Like I have to pay attention. This guy's jogging. This guy no clothes. Well, I mean, but he has no shirt. But he's jogging on to oncoming traffic, which is the best way to jog, right? So people can see you. But yeah, to your point, we can only provide a small amount of good, but we can do a lot of bad. Isn't that a sad thing? Hey, Vibe, appreciate you. That's a good comment. Isn't that sad that as human beings, we only know how to do bad stuff more than we know how to do good stuff? What does that portend for humanity? What does it portend? If an alien was to show up today, do you think human beings are going to change? And when I'm saying aliens, I'm not talking about benevolent aliens. I'm talking about malevolent, the ones that want to do you bad. What are we going to change? Are we going to change as human beings? Or are we going to keep looking for, oh yeah, let's find somebody to blame? Let's come up with a reason why things are not going great. But I understand why you feel the way you do. Hello, Martin. What's going on, buddy? Once you get this live, hit a thumb button. Type yes, yes, yes. Also, I need you to manifest somewhere in the chat. It's going to allow more people to join the conversation, so we're going to get some healing going on over here. All right? But we are going to heal ourselves. You heal yourself, I heal myself. We'll have connective discussion on what the next steps look like. Right? What does the next step look like? Why do we have to be in this situation every time where somebody's always looking for someone to blame? It's always somebody's fault that things are going wrong. It's never my fault. It's never your fault. It's their fault. It's that person's fault over there. They're the reason things are so bad. It can never possibly be my fault because I'm really good at what I do. And I never make mistakes. I never make mistakes because I'm good like that. So therefore, it's not my fault. It ain't my fault. Uh-oh, it ain't my fault. Who can tell me who that is? Put it in the chat. Uh-oh, it ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. Anyway. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of come on board and say things are happening. And sometimes the way these things are happening, they're not meant to happen that way. But as human beings, we have tendencies. Apparently, we have more bad tendencies than we have good tendencies. Don't know why that is, but that's the way it is. Look at this guy. You need to stop. That's a stop sign there. All right? But yeah, we have bad tendencies. We have good tendencies. We also have people that are good. Even though, to your point, we tend to do more bad than good, but at least we have good folks. All right? There's some good folks around. There's some good folks. Some of them may actually be your neighbors. I heard somebody one time at a job, he said, I don't come to work to be anybody's friend. I just come to do my work. So I shut the fuck up, dumbass fool. And this person they wear the emotions on their sleeves. Like if you try to correct them or say something, they will not like say good morning to you for like a month. That's not a good human being. Okay? Again, I understand why people are the way they are. All right, folks, I'm going to go ahead and get a quick breakfast. All right? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And join the YouTube channel. The links to join are somewhere in the description below. As all the links to check out my books. My books are for exclusive folks that are looking to heal themselves and heal society writ large. Until next time, this is Carsharing signing out.